Scratch.
We're recording now.
As I was saying,
She goes down.
Matthew Haas is hosting the Makers Rock collab again in 2019. And I was asking Eloy if he was taking part, and he's trying to sneak out of it.
Well,
when I might actually partake, but I don't want to give away. I just want to send my album cover to Eloy. So I want to make a Motley Crue album cover and send it directly to Eloy.
Well, let me just interject my I had a thought here. We don't need to involve ourselves. You can make the Motley Crue cover anyway, but you like Valentine's Day is kind of fast approaching. You could send Eloy a nice Valentine in the shape of a Motley Crue album. It would be a nice gesture.
That is super great idea, Doc.
Yeah.
I whispered something in silence, and you, the listener, can fill in the blank. Doc, that's such a idea, dude.
I like that.
Starts with a G.
That's the thing I've ever heard you. Okay, look.
Anyway,
Doc, that's the fill in the word
greatest
thing.
Most wonderful idea.
Yeah, you know what? And it makes it even worse if you leave out whatever word you were going to use anyways, because people's imaginations can run. So, for instance, Bales, I'm fill in the word tired of you.
Not.
You've got the fill in the blank attitude I've ever seen.
I can't wait to see a Blacksmithed album cover by Rory.
Yeah, why isn't Rory talking? Well, wait, why isn't Rory fill in the blank talking?
Because Rory pouring his beer.
It's a good excuse.
Rory's pouring.
Takes my complete focus.
I'll drink to that.
Whenever they do beeps on regular TV to bleep out the bad word that they're trying to cover up, it actually makes it 5 times as worse, because you can actually adapt a not so good word with a horrendous word.
Okay, here's a good one that brings up in a movie that has been edited to TV that you've seen. What's your favorite like swear word get around?
Oh, it's got to be anything with Samuel L. Jackson and probably Snakes on a Plane.
Yeah. Do you know one off the top of your head that you could share with the?
Because it's all MFers.
I'm saying, do you know any of the overdubs? Have you ever seen anything on TV that you've seen real and you'd be like, oh, that's hilarious?
Man, yeah. I know I have.
I have, but I can't remember TV 5 minutes after I watch it.
My favorite one is in The Big Lebowski when John Goodman's beating the car over, and do you see what happens? And he's like, in the movie, do you see what happens when you F a guy in the ass? And what they dub it in the TV version
you
is
just did it now.
What?
You just by saying F a guy.
Yeah. Hold on.
Ass, it's like there's no. I mean, the lack of the 3 letters following the F
means I don't have to edit that out. Anyway, edit out Eloy talking there too. That was a note to myself.
If you're gonna be editing people, when you
gotta edit out your voice from now on.
When you find something non-convenient to your whole thing.
Hold on, I'm not done yet.
But just interjecting here, when you ever see, if you get to that point where you start to edit out
this
people,
is why you never get laid.
What's gonna happen is you have no idea. You have no idea. Okay, the long story short, if you start editing,
it's short, all right.
You're on a roll there, chains and whips. If you edit out everything that somebody says that contradicts your thing, then there's no spice in it. You know.
I always say I'm gonna edit out, and I've never done it one time. So just idle threats. Anyways.
Yippee-ki-yay, Mr. Falcon.
Mr. Falcon? Yeah, that's a good one. But anyway, in the TV version of The Big Lebowski, he says, do you see what happens when you find a guy in the Alps? Like they just went for like the most ridiculous things they could say that were close. I think that might have been like where bad lip reading started. Like, what's that guy saying?
Who are you asking?
So what happened when they found
No,
the
anybody.
guy in the Alps?
That's just my favorite one. No one else knows one off the top of their head.
No, I
Bales
don't
is
know.
obsessed with my sex life, my relationship life. He always has a quote of my sex life and personal life. Like he can't imagine why.
Rory, go get the psychologist couch out of the raw space. It's gonna be another one of those episodes. Okay,
then-
here we
Get
go.
two, get two of them, Rory.
Yeah.
And then he'll see it makes. And by the way, from the on, when things make people uncomfortable, they get all jittery, like what you just heard. Everybody started stumbling. Okay, like the Three Stooges. What the hell? You know, I'm just making a statement that Bales has this constant obsession with me and sex. I don't know what the hell it is, or
Okay.
sex and me. Is it sex and I don't know, but
Up.
but the thing is that the Bales has a constant sexual. Let me see how I can. I'm going to phrase this in the most benign way possible. Bales, and I'm speaking sexually speaking in his mind.
That's
And I
not
don't know-
benign. That's the most roundabout way of phrasing something.
And I don't know if it's fantastical fantasy or earnest concern. Is it self-reflective of? I don't know what's going on, but sexually speaking, Bales focuses on me quite a lot. I'm sorry, Bales. And when things make, and by the way, just for the audience that they don't have the visuals, everybody here's a little bit uncomfortable at this moment.
Oh no, I'm being
not.
respectful.
I'm aroused.
Making your statements. I was shutting my mouth.
Coming up next on a very special episode of Scratched.
Well, I thought that they were uncomfortable, but in fact, they're just entertained. So that's disturbing on its own.
Yeah, no, this is a jump off point. I'm like, all right, here we go.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know. Okay, so look, we both are the same age,
Mm-hmm.
and that's a fact, right?
I see where you're going here. Yep. Keep going.
It's a match made in heaven.
Okay, so
Like we made a lovers pact in high school. Look, if you're not with anyone when you're 43 and I'm not with anyone, let's just get together.
who's going to be the bridesmaid, me or Rory?
Ooh.
You know why? Let's split the difference.
I mean,
man.
Axel's got to be the ring bearer.
Well, speaking of which, hi Axel.
Vigo as the flower boy or the ring bearer.
No. Well, I guess I have to fight over it then.
let's not create this new.
It's a beautiful event. You know what, guys? I am actually, if you got married in Pennsylvania, I could marry you, and I do it free of charge.
What? You're ordained?
Yep.
You're ordained, Doc?
Yeah.
Problem solved.
Why are you ordained?
Why not? Because it was like 2015.
Oh, wait. You did that stupid thing online.
Legit?
Have you ever actually...
No, but I offer it as a service.
Do you
With what other services?
If you have to ask, you can't afford it, buddy.
son of a
Whoa.
bitch? Do you do circumcisions as well?
Moil services? No, not any longer. Not since the last
Bales,
incident.
you have to become Jewish if this is to work out.
Mazel tov.
What do you mean? I'm already trimmed.
And yeah, but keep going, Doc. Keep chopping.
Wow. So I get to have the angry inch? Is that what you're saying?
Oh no! You know what, Rory? Look, you have to forgive them for where their minds go. You have stepped into a world of hate and evil. Oh, speaking of hate, I was called a hateful man on the interwebs and on Facebook.
Yeah, well, you are. We talked about that last week.
Did we do that on air?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Remember you went into your little soliloquy about being butthurt about Instagram for 55 minutes?
Your recap of that and using the word butthurt is another. By the way, is another. You know, can we put that into evidence, Your Honor? No, it was not butthurt. You know what? Fine. Let's not rehash that. Fine.
Your butt looked like it was a little hurt.
No, it wasn't. You know,
My phone made a noise it just never made before. Hold on, let's look at this.
Was it the butt hurt alert?
I'm not. You know what? I'm
Might
not
be.
going to fight it.
I just want to apologize to Craig.
You have
Craig,
one friend that's butt
Rory,
hurt.
does your father know that you're part of this?
Oh no.
Oh.
He
I was trying to get him to listen to Rogan, and out of all the episodes that were on, it was about some woman exploring anal orgasms.
God.
Yeah, talk about
That's
awkward
the one you
road
queued
trip.
up.
Yeah, like oops. And another one I think was about midgets having sex or something, and it's like, gosh, dang it! There's good ones on here. I know there are.
Yeah.
That's weird, Dad.
Yeah, man. It's sometimes he goes off into those areas like we do, and sometimes he legitimately cracks down on space, lizard people, and stuff like that.
Yeah, we need lizard people guests. If anybody knows a lizard person or is a lizard person and we're willing to come on the podcast, hit us up at 1-800-SCRATCHED.
Scratched.
That was a pretty sleek cover for the last Scratched episode that came out with the tuxedoed Gimp.
Wow,
Yeah, Gordy the Gimp.
he was hanging out, ready to rock.
Yeah, but why was he wearing a snow glove? Did he run out of money?
He did actually. That was he went to Goodwill.
That was an OJ glove. Shout out to the 90s.
Yeah.
Damn it, Gordy.
Gordy the Gimp.
So what's going on with? Let's leave all that jazz behind us, jazz, and let's talk what's going on with you guys.
Wait, hold on. I need to bring that back once. We need to find out who played the Gimp in real life, what the actor's name was, who was...
Probably someone really big who wanted to be part of the movie, but didn't want
He
their
wasn't
identity.
big in the movie.
The Gimp?
No.
Wow.
He wasn't a small fella.
Let's see who played the Gimp. Stephen, or is it Stefan? Stephen Hybert
I don't
played
think
the
so.
Gimp.
I doubt
Herbert.
it. I don't believe it.
Herbert.
Bring on the Gimp, the man behind the mask in Pulp Fiction. And
He's
PR.
English. That makes sense now.
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh, he's an English actor and comedy writer. And he's best noted for the role in Quentin Tarantino's...
Oh, man, you got to lead with that on your resume? That you probably don't recognize me. Well, how could you? But I was the Gimp.
I'm pretty sure you're familiar with my work.
Look, I don't like to bring it up in public because I don't like to big dog people or make them feel bad. But, I've been in a Tarantino movie. Oh, yeah? What were you like, you're like a reservoir dog? I was the Gimp. What was that now? The Gimp.
And you know what? You're right, Doc. The other day you said, I don't know if it was on the show but the Gimp does always make an appearance.
Yeah. It was like when we originally started recording, we were always talking about Batman. Somehow you know what? Black leather again.
Batman, not the Gimp.
Bat Gimp.
And he lives in the cave.
Bat Gimp.
Our themes revolve around leather, whips,
Hashtag Bat Gimp.
Gimps. It's so unfortunate because there's so much more, in the world out there.
Not really.
No.
We just created the Bat Gimp.
Oh,
There's actually a pop little character of the Gimp.
like a Baba
a Funko.
Funko.
Funko Pop.
Until they have a Lego minifig, I'm not impressed.
Oh, could you imagine having the Legos and Jules and Vince walking in with the Jules with the big Lego afro with the sideburns? Do they have that kit?
So I don't mean to bring up sort of shop talk because I know that we are forbidden from doing so. It's in the rule book.
It is not
scratched, but
There's a rule book.
we're just gonna send
we'll fax it to you.
Ah, sweet.
It's like it's about 153 pages long, and I mean we're well versed, in all the rules and stuff, but what's up with that dumbass that because Bales created a taco cell phone holder, which when I saw it without reading the description as I was surfing the I don't know if it was on Facebook or Instagram, whatever. I think I saw them on both, but I saw it without reading the description, and I automatically said, "Oh, look, it's a taco cell phone holder." And this one dude goes and comments. I don't know where he commented on it. I don't know if he put out a build video on it or whatever. But he said that don't look like no taco. So it's just ridiculous, dude.
Apparently, he's never had a taco.
It goes to show how asinine people can be. I mean, it's obvious that it's. How'd you make those little, like, the little red and green, that just all the stuffing inside the taco? Was that just little?
Just wood.
Dyed?
No, Paduke, green poplar.
Holy sh!
That's just the natural color of the wood.
I'm gonna sneeze. Let me mute.
It's like a. Ew. That got uncomfortable. I would be able to sneeze if you did that to me. I'd be like, I'd choke on it. I'd be like, what's wrong with me? Why can't I do it? I can't sneeze. If you want me to, bye.
Have you ever had that problem? I know you guys have, but where you get the urge to sneeze, but then it's like, and it's floating there and it never comes out.
Right. So I have an 18-year-old African gray parrot, and she knows me like no other, and she'll anticipate me making the sneezing noise. So if I go, she's already going, achoo. So I've had it where you've been stuck like that, and I got this parrot behind me going, achoo, 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 achoo. And I'm like, stop doing that. And she's, achoo.
Yeah. It's like getting pee shy in public. It's like, I can't force it now. I'm stuck.
Yeah.
Does it? It's got to ruin it for you big time, dude.
Oh, yeah. It catches you off guard.
Unsatisfied, unfinished sneezing is horrible. And that's a wrap.
Scratched.
I still don't know what the season 4 soundtrack sounds like. So
Screeched.
Does the bird talk?
Oh, yeah.
Can you get the bird to say scratched?
I could try. It's going to take a while. I could try.
Oh, all right. I didn't know if this was just one of those things that we could go and knock out.
No, it's not like I can't. I was like, hey, Cleo, say scratch. She's like, give me a peanut. And I'm like, well, just say it first. And she's like, no, now I want 2 peanuts. Now,
well,
it's like,
I'll
we
buy
taught her how
peanuts.
to sing. What's that?
I'll buy some peanuts if.
That's all it takes.
Yeah. Can Vigo say scratched?
No, but sometimes when
Can you get him to bark? I've never heard him make a noise
no,
other than click clacking on the floor.
But below his breath, like when I get close to him and I'll say, like, little booby or whatever, just,
Oh yeah, give it. Yeah.
I'll hear, like, if you put your ear up to his chest, you'll hear like him grunting out the whatever syllables in the word. I'll actually hear him repeat syllables, and it makes me think: is it possible that that's his communication form responding to me? It's an interesting thing. Maybe they get it. Like, so right now he's sitting in his bed or laying in his bed right now here in the office. When we're done, and I noticed this, I never told you guys this, but every time, like at the end, when I've got to go talk to the warden, or hey, I got to go do it. When you guys say your thing, it's funny, but he gets up as if the session is over. So he's actually paying attention. He probably thinks I'm crazy talking to myself.
We should get him a mic. Yeah, let's give Viggy a mic, put it down by him, and he could just sit there and just breathe heavily into it. No one would know the difference. But who's got a cold?
He'd probably hump it the entire time.
It would probably be better audio than what we come up with usually.
It's a valid point.
Yep. Be like, scratched. Have you ever heard of it? It's the audio equivalent of listening to some dog hump the microphone, and then they would listen to it, and it would actually be a dog humping a microphone. It'd be so literal.
I don't want
Dog has rhythm.
I don't want you to dirty something that's pure.
What's that? The microphone or Vigo?
My little.
Oh, your your amigo there. Okay, we're sorry.
Yeah, you're just dirtying it up, and
Are we okay? Okay.
So I trashed my neighbor's trailer last week.
Again, dude.
Did I tell you guys about this?
no.
I'm seeing a pattern.
So we had an ice storm, and I was coming back from the grocery store. down this little slope, and my truck lost traction, and it was just like a slow car wreck. And this guy had a nice, like 14-foot aluminum covered toy hauler, and my bumper started on one end and just crushed it all the way down the other end.
Holy smokes, dude!
Yeah, it tore my bumper up, tore his trailer up. So talking to him, he was willing to keep the insurance companies out of it, and he's replacing the panels now, and I'll pay for the materials.
What a crappy freaking thing to
Yeah.
have. It just the slick. I don't know about that. None of like iced over roads and stuff, but I'm sure it can be. I mean, you're up on a mountain. Could you go over the side?
Of the mountain? That's not a good option.
But I hung onto his trailer to save my life.
Well, no, I'm sorry. So you don't know. I don't know if it's like the road, and then on either side just goes straight.
It's not like an
Oh,
Indiana
you're-
Jones flick.
You've been here before. I have to throw sand across the road so I can
Yeah.
see it in the right light correctly.
It usually takes me 3 or 4 times to get my bullwhip to wrap all the way around the branch to swing
Oh.
across, but after a while I can get it.
Yeah, have you done it in the winter? It doesn't stick. It's not the
It's real.
same.
You got to heat the bullwhip up at the end.
Yeah.
I watched 3 of the 4 Indiana Jones movies this past weekend because they're all on Netflix.
Oh, that's hardcore.
Oh, I binged them. And I even watched the bad one.
The skull one, the secret skull.
Shia LaBeouf with the
I like the-
snakes.
I like the secret skull. I like the one with what's the 007 guy.
Sean Connery.
Sean Connery. Yeah.
I like that
All
one.
right,
I
all right,
like
Eloy. You tell me. Go ahead and rank the Indiana Jones flicks. 1 to 4. Best to
number
worst.
1 being the best would
Yeah.
be Indiana
Transformers.
Jones and the Raiders of the Lost Ark.
I agree.
Correct answer.
Number 2 would be Indiana Jones and the
Star Wars.
and the Crusades thing.
I agree.
Number
And Last
3,
Crusade.
The one where
Correct answer again.
he's on
Number-
Air Force One.
Oh, isn't that that where he's like the president of the United States or
See,
like
Rory doesn't realize that you can't
You can't do that,
you
Rory.
can't derail Eloy.
Once we get the E train going in one direction, we try to keep it going in that direction.
All right, number 3. What's number 3?
3,
All right.
keep it going.
Focus.
Look at the camera, honey. Woo, look at the camera.
number 3 is gonna be, although there's
What was
some
her name? Sabrina? Was that what it was?
no, Sabrina was the one where
God damn it.
Sabrina was the one where it's actually a remake. Sabrina is a remake, and the original guy that did the same
Indiana
role.
Jones. Indiana Jones.
No, the original guy was Humphrey Bogart in Sabrina in the 1950s or 60s. If you've not seen that,
Cover your heart. Cover your heart, Indy.
What's number 3, Eloy?
number 3 is a toss-up between the Crystal Skull and the Temple of Doom, because the Temple of Doom, I don't know, dude. The Temple of Doom is not that great.
I agree with you, but it has to be before Crystal Skulls. It
I like
has to be.
No, I like I like
Because Shia LaBeouf is a turd, and the fact that the Crystal Skulls are the actual skulls of the aliens is stupid.
Oh yeah, it's stupid. But so it just juxtaposed with the the other one, Temple of Doom. I do like the fact that the chick is it the one where the chick is in the snow in the middle of Afghanistan or Uzbekistan or some place like that, and he goes. No, that's the original one. Or you know what? No, screw it. The Crystal Skulls is the third.
Damn it. Wrong.
Thanks for playing. We have some lovely parting gifts.
Do you like the whole China theme of a whole freaking thing with the China theme? And
No, but I love Short Round.
Yeah. Cover your heart. Cover your heart, Indy.
no,
And the eating the snakes and the monkey brains. Come on.
I don't know, dude. I don't. I like the beginning
That
where,
one start the plane, isn't it? Which one is
Does that
start the
one
plane?
and then they use the raft to float down onto the pine trees, and then
Oh yeah, that's the one. That's Temple of Doom.
Yeah, okay, they have some good stuff in there, but just starting it off with the whole Chinese thing, I mean, I don't know. It wasn't my thing. That's just,
You were so close, man. I'm gonna have to insist on a prenup now.
Shake, shake, rattlesnake. I forget even how the shake, shake, shake.
Ladies and gentlemen, if we could call everyone to the attention to the dance floor, where our couple times are the first dance, and it would be rattlesnake shake. Oh, there wasn't a dry eye in the house.
I hate you guys.
I hate you too.
All right, moving on.
By the way, I was listening to a cast that had Rory on it, and every time he describes where he's from, I hear the South Park lead in my head now. And I imagine Rory standing there in high school with his pager on his cap.
Totally.
No, I had the last episode really gave me perspective on a lot of things. Like I more or less have already pictured Doc's whereabouts, where he's at, and all that, because we did do we went on Google Maps and we were looking at different houses and stuff, and then we saw the area, but I did not know that Bales actually is not officially a guy from like cornfields. But before the last episode, I thought that Bales literally grew up on those houses like in the movies where there's just corn all around it, and it's a tall house, and like the siding is falling off, and like there's a dog there limping with one leg, and like Ma is sitting out there, like what do you call that when you weave and stuff?
Knitting?
And what do they call that?
Did she have a loom?
Yeah, she's looming or something like that.
She's looming.
I told you that I grew up in a neighborhood reminiscent of E.T. and or Stranger Things.
Yeah, but I didn't believe you.
Now I have a question about
And
that
now I do.
neighborhood. You were in the burbs of the Cap City, you said, right?
Yep.
What did most of the people in that burb do for a living? Did they work in the city there?
They worked at the plant.
Not everyone went into the city. You'd work in the outskirts. A lot of stay-at-home moms. My father was a computer programmer analyst for Mack Trucks, and that wasn't in the city. I don't know where the hell that was.
Okay, but was it like blue collar? Or?
Yeah, definitely blue collar.
Well, I was amazed that now my picture of when I think of Bales, I don't think no more of that sort of like that Victorian old.
You thought I lived in Bates Motel?
Yeah, in my mind, I saw like this weathered gray paneling,
That would
and
be
like
sweet.
and you and your brother just hanging out in the fields, and like that's it. Like I mean, hey, let's go play outside, and you go outside, and there's just nothing but freaking corn for miles and miles and miles.
What do you want to play? Throw the corn? Okay.
Eat the corn or throw the corn.
And then
Hide the corn.
And Rory's was pretty shocking too, because he's actually the most remote. I thought
He
that
is?
Rory just, I think Colorado will probably, it's there's, your mountainy, but I thought, in an area with a lot of, just.
I thought he lived by a strip mall and like 17 dispensaries.
That's exactly. And then it turns out that
He's up on a mountain with like 7 goats.
Yeah, dude. So that was eye-opening.
Love those goats.
7 goats and half a trailer.
He sleeps in a tree so he doesn't get attacked.
With my goats. You know why I push them off the cliff?
Because
No.
they push back.
They push back.
But yeah, so that was a cool episode, the last one. I enjoyed it.
Deflect.
And now we're just searching for material to fill this one up. I can only go so far. I've reminisced,
Take it easy, dude. We don't have to fill in every second. We truncate the silence, reset. Everyone take a drink, take a breath. Deep cleansing breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. Eloy, you're not participating.
I'm not participated.
Not gonna work.
You got to get the downward dog there, baby.
Don't do that in front of Bales.
Don't do it.
He seemed way too eager.
You have to play hard to get a little bit. You can't be loosey-goosey that way. Bales.
All right, so woodworking show. Go or shall not go?
Go.
Damn it.
I told you.
Don't go.
It's what?
Stay at
Ooh.
home. Go to the
No.
dark side.
No, don't. You need to force yourself out in the public. You're already.
People suck.
People do not suck. You need to go
They
be reminded of why they
judgmental,
don't.
shallow, opinionated jerks.
These are good people.
I agree with what you just said, Rory.
You should go and you should give Tony a hug,
Ooh, a mouth hug?
a mouth hug.
Ooh.
It will recharge your battery.
I take that back. Tony is actually pretty cool.
Yeah,
Oh,
there's a lot. No, go see the cool cats.
I didn't know it was with Tony. So if
Go stand like double shout out for Haru. Go stand like 10 feet from
All
Dan
right,
and
so the
talk to him
peop-
for a minute.
The people that are going to be there on Saturday, Tony Rouleau, Cousin Paul,
Great.
Are you and his coffee stirring beard,
Which
Nick
is an
Car-
awesome thought.
Nick Carruthers, Paul Jackman for a bit,
Awesome.
maybe Garaz,
Always a good time.
Tim Sway, Gagne.
Correct. Awesome. Yeah, that's totally worth the price of admission right there. You and you meet some other people. You go, you say hi to people.
Yeah, I'm with Doc on this one. Now that you mentioned the names, I mean, Rory is very judgmental. I can't believe he dissed all those people. But with that said, I think you should go and you should mix it up a little bit, Bales. You're very antisocial. We've been worried about that for a long
Grab some
time.
corn. Be a peace
Yeah.
offering.
I brought some corn. It's my mom's recipe, and it's just corn still in the stock.
I think maybe I'll take the little prickle and see if people want to touch it.
Ooh, everyone will want to touch it.
See who wants to take a picture with my little prickle.
That's gonna go over well.
Yeah. Hashtag prickle pick.
Prickle for
Okay.
scale.
I dare you to take your prickle with you.
I will.
You would work it.
Just
What you need to do, Bales, is take it to other straights, guys that are like old dudes, like, hi, I'm this dustywoodworker.com. And be like, hey man, look what I made. Dude, what do you make?
Did you just say he should take it to other straights?
Yeah, other dudes that are on the up and up, people that I don't know that we're screwing around, or old timey type people.
And just
Oh.
play it totally deadpan.
When I say straights, I mean like dudes that are like straight ahead, like
Just-
you know what I mean, like
So-
bald dude, not young bald dude.
so
like
play
me.
it deadpan that I don't realize that I made a wooden succulent that looks like a little tiny penis.
Right. Just be like, I make these wooden succulents. What do you think? It's got a happy face on it, and
It's my spirit animal. Do you want to touch it?
can I take a picture of you holding it? You don't have Instagram.
Put it in your
do you?
mouth. It's
Yeah,
okay.
yeah,
It's wood.
yeah.
You can take it. It's fine. I made it.
So what's this reunion or this get together? It's just a woodworking sort of thing, or it's just an impromptu sort of.
It's just a woodworking expo convention.
Your sacrifice to the wood gods.
Yeah, that too.
It's just an excuse to get together.
You know what would be good if Bales went with his little prickle, and he made a suit to match the prickle.
Dude, I'm telling you, if I go, I'm taking the prickle.
Yeah,
But
but
yeah, if you had a full body suit though with it, that would
I
be
don't,
great.
I don't have time to make that.
That'd be so funny.
You know what? Screw it. Use
Oh, we can make the prickle a walk around character.
Bales. Use the Martian suit and just go there, but like dead eye, serious. Hey guys, what's going on?
The prickle will be signing autographs from 11 to noon.
In
You have to
30-minute intervals.
You have to buy your 8x10 to get an autograph.
The world needs more of that and less of the seriousness. You know, less of the seriousness, more of a little bit of the surreal.
All those shows are though is just an excuse to get together.
Talk about
Good. And less
I
of the GIMP stuff. I was just gonna say
What'd you say, Eloy?
less of the GIMP stuff. Like the GIMP stuff should be in the world. We need not so much GIMPness, a little bit more surrealness, but avoiding the GIMP area.
Well, see here, I'm going to bring it up again. See, here's what I like about that. We don't ever bring up like dirty GIMP stuff. I think we just bring up the absurdity of the GIMP existing. And I think what we like to do is, or at least what I like to do is, I like to take a normal everyday situation and make it fantastical by just inserting the GIMP into it and being like, and no one cares. Like this is perfectly normal, and to me that's funny.
Well, we don't know. We don't know what people that listen to the show are actually thinking. Are they surprised? Are they completely? Are they on the same wave? See, if this is just my thought, if they're totally the folks that listen, they're totally like, yeah, that makes perfect sense. That's something to be troubled by. I'm just thinking, because it's pretty surreal and odd the things that we sort of come up with every now and again. Isn't it true?
Bale? I mean, Bat GIMP. I'm going to bring it up again. Bat GIMP. Batman, zipper mouth.
Zip. And zipper butt. It's got to have a zipper butt.
Is that how that goes down?
Yeah.
Okay. Duly noted.
He can't always win.
I agree. I agree, though.
What?
That's not funny.
I never lose. Oh,
it's what I do that defines me.
You're coming, but I'm winning.
You're coming.
Too far.
Sorry.
And that was it. That was the one right there, buddy. Woo! Welcome aboard. Oh, ooh, that hurt. Took the stretch. Oh, cramped. Got a stomach cramp. Oh, okay. What were you saying about cleaning things up around here?
I just think that if it were up to me, which it's not, we would run a wholesome with a little bit. You could have a little bit, but you guys go overboard with all this imagery, and I would stick strictly to 80s music and pop and just a little bit of the sort of like, subversive stuff, but very tiny. You guys are just terrible. I've tried and I give up. I'm just going to go with the flow. Oh, I don't need any what you call reward of response to that. I'm just making a statement. You could stay quiet for all I care. I'm just telling you. Yeah, that works. Press the button with the laugh track.
Where did Bales go?
I have no idea.
I think that you upset Bales.
Me?
Putting on his diapers and getting in the car.
You broke Bales. It wasn't my fault.
I broke Bales. Well, that's out of the worst case scenario. That's the best case scenario. He probably had to pee.
Yeah. So I've been watching this guy. I think I brought it up last cast, but I've still been watching it. The name of the channel is Cinemassacre, and he goes by the Angry Video Game Nerd.
Oh, yeah.
And he's got like almost 3 million followers or subscribers. He's one of the greatest swearers. It's like poetic swearing. Puts different words together. Very, very vulgar. Very dirty.
Is he British?
No, American guy. I think he's from somewhere around me, or at least in Pennsylvania somewhere, because he drinks Rolling Rocks all the time. But then the one time when Rolling Rock was sold, he's like, I don't drink that corporate beer anymore. And they started drinking a Yingling Lager, which is even more Pennsylvania. So,
and what is this all about?
The channel is called Cinemassacre.
And he just drinks beers?
No. He plays shitty video games, like really, really bad retro video games.
See, I don't freaking get that. I don't get that. I'm just gonna throw this out there. I like video games that are retro as well. And one day I decided to go up on YouTube and I did a live and just playing video games. I set up that little sort of window on the side with me for reaction. And I played Mario Brothers and just talked about like growing up and the Mario Brothers and the stuff that we talk about here. And freaking Nintendo, slapped me for audio and slapped me for video, and it clearly states on YouTube that you can do gameplay as long as you are adding to it. And yet and then there's people out there doing what you're saying, and they just keep going. What is the deal with that, dude? Why?
I have no clue.
Nintendo's very protective of their IP.
Yeah, but it's freaking, what do you call it when you do what is it when not dramatization, when there's
double standard?
Well, yeah, it is double standards, but there's a word for it legally when you add to a production and you create your own thing of it. There's a word for that. Embellishment. Can you guys help me out here, dude?
Nope.
Do you know the word?
Nope.
No, I would have already jumped in, Kimasawa.
Yeah, I was waiting for it.
Satire?
Satire.
Oh.
Like comedy?
Or what Weird Al does?
It's not satirical. Doesn't necessarily mean just comedy. Damn it! I can't.
Well, anyways, it's a performance.
Right. Well, you could do that. You could
dance.
It's not interpretive dance.
I would now like to perform the dance of the Legend of Zelda.
Well, so why can other
Maybe
people?
we can get him in the zone.
On their butt.
Ba-ding, ba-ding.
Guess not. He didn't take the worm.
Now, this isn't like gameplay per se. Like he shows some gameplay. It's a lot of him talking to the camera. But the thing is that his videos are pretty well done. He has a background in like movie making and a film degree from somewhere. So like some of them are pretty like theatrical, a lot of effects and stuff. Like I said, the guy's got 2.8 million subs. So I'm sure I'm talking about something that a lot of people know about, but it's pretty entertaining. And like I said, it's not safe to have on while like anyone's around because the way he describes things is very graphic. Funny though.
Well, but he doesn't play video games, and it's a video game channel.
He plays them, but it's not just like him playing while he talks about it. He'll show you things about the video game as he explains it, but it's not like gameplay footage. Like he's not just sitting there playing.
Yeah, dude, I don't know what the it's such a murky water situation. I know none of you guys really delve into that sort of, I kind of enjoy, I enjoy using YouTube for whatever the hell I want to do, frankly. I'm not limited to, in my mind, I'm like, screw it. If it's a song, I wrote a song, screw it, I'm going to add a song. If it's, of whatever the hell it is, I'll put it up on the check, because it's just the itinerary, your sort of, journal of what you do. But it's like, what the hell, man? Other people freaking gameplay, and I got struck down. And you see, is it that you have to be like a millennial or something? What is it?
You have to be Nintendo certified
or something like that. Yeah, it's
I know for sure that this guy's stuff is not approved by Nintendo,
and yet he's not been struck down.
What do you mean by struck down?
Like videos aren't removed for copyright infringement, trademark infringement.
Yes.
He may play within a different set of rules because of the way it is. He may show only a certain amount of whatever at a time. I don't know.
But there are people that'll sit there and play. Last year, I ran across, I don't even know how, this channel, and it's this girl with a little window, and she's got on the big window, like the full screen is like her gameplay, and she's on the little window, and I'm looking, and she's not even describing stuff like good. She's just sitting there looking pretty hot. And I'm watching, and I'm like thinking to myself, what the heck's going on here? Because there was like thousands of people watching this live thing, and I'm like, what's going on here? It's just a regular gameplay. She's not being very articulate, And believe you me, I'm being very fair by saying not being very articulate. And then I'm just watching, and then the super chat thing, it goes off, bling, $100, bling, $100, as you bling 50, bling, dude. It ended up like I don't know how many thousands of dollars, dude, in one gameplay sitting, no articulation. Can you, in your minds, using mathematical and your knowledge and wisdom, how's that work?
Boobs.
Yeah, boobs.
Yeah. To me, that's the same thing as like her having rich parents. It's the same thing. Some people just have easy lives. The road just rises to meet some people. Happens to be easier lives for people if you're easy on the eyes and attractive. That's just how, that goes back to your monkey brain.
That's it. That's it.
Certain shapes are pleasing to look at, and that's just, I like looking at you.
Bales?
Why? I don't know, but I do.
Bales, I'm getting you and I a little gift card for boob implants. I'll send one right off to you.
Highbrow.
We're gonna get them installed the same day.
Why not?
Boob
Can you get yours put on your back?
I want mine to be saggy.
Oh, dude.
Can I get 3?
What? You want
Get
cream?
Yeah, like
Like
Total
the Fifth
Recall.
Element? Oh, yeah.
I think you provide your own cream. They can install the boobs, but
No, 3, not cream.
Oh, you get a third one.
yeah,
Like
you
Total
know,
Recall.
Eloy's getting an utter implant.
if two, that's true. You're right. What the hell is wrong with me? If 2 are good, 3 is even better.
Yeah. If some is good, more is better.
Oh man.
Yeah, that's going to be expensive double surgery.
Yeah, and you can opt for different.
Or no, you're buying 6. Maybe you can get in bulk. Maybe you could get that, buy 2 sets, get the it's like a tire. If you buy 3, you get the 4th one free.
Dude, the bearded, ugly old guys never freaking get. Dude, I can't play a Nintendo video game of my youth that brought me. And by the way, we spent tons of cash on. And after the fact, little rentals, you go and you remember you could rent out cassette games, cartridges for.
Well, let me ask you, riddle me this, Batman. They can just shut you down even if you don't have your monetization on and stuff? They could just be like, you have to remove it?
I don't know.
Or, yeah, I was going to say, because I know that this guy with the Nintendo doesn't have any of that on. He doesn't run ads or anything. He couldn't because, like I said, he uses the F word a lot.
Yeah, but you know what? So does Joe Rogan, and he's monetized. Joe Rogan says some pretty crazy stuff. I mean, not crazy for us. Like,
Joe Rowe, please.
We can hang. We know but like YouTube don't care about his cursing and potty mouth. However, let Bales say one naughty thing and see what happens.
I'm sure once you move the needle far enough their way, they don't care.
I'm thinking, why am I always using him as an example?
Because you hurt the ones you love. That's why.
It's true. It's true. I think just the fact that we're of the same age, and yet you grew up in now a regular town, unfortunately. I can picture myself what you would think, and yes, it's true that you guys are like a couple of years prior, so it's no big difference. But there is something to be said about 1975.
Yep.
Yeah, you're the asshole.
Hey,
What?
I checked the Chinese calendar. That's what it was. The year of the asshole.
I thought it was the year of the rabbit.
Probably rabbit asshole. I can't read very well without my glasses on.
whatever, dude. I can't. I'm not gonna fight it anymore. I'm not gonna fight it anymore. And then I'll tell you guys on live, I got frickin' slapped on Etsy.
What?
Really?
Tell us.
Now this one is totally understandable. I get it. So I was making those Rush signs.
Yep.
I was selling Rush signs,
Yep.
and Rush sent me a letter and said, and I said, okay. and it's done. So it was like a cease and desist.
You got a legit cease and desist from Rush?
Not the band, but like one of their auxiliary, what do you call it? Merchandise, whatever.
So you're gonna make a frame for it, right?
Someone that holds
video?
the license.
Yeah,
Some-
you have to get licensed. You'd have to, like, you could do it. You could go and negotiate and get a license, and then you could reproduce the items, and they get their portion and whatnot.
You gonna send them one?
Send them what? Send them one of the ones that I made.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then make a video of you framing the cease and desist letter.
Yeah. I'd make a whole build video.
Yeah, it's a brilliant thing, kind of like what Bobby Duke did with the thumbs down thing. It's a brilliant idea, but I don't know if I want to be that controversial.
Every other week you want to be controversial, and now you don't want to be controversial.
Attaboy, Bales.
Oh, look.
I'm
they're
calling
ganging up on-
bullshit.
No.
I think this is their first married fight.
You got a little letter in the mail, and now you're backing down.
Man, we haven't even cut the cake yet.
Oh man!
Is PUSSY one of the
You know what the most fattening food is, Eloy? Wedding
What?
cake.
what?
Wedding cake.
I thought you said wedding dick.
Whoa. Wow. I didn't know you were going to eat that much of it, but okay.
And he took the whole thing.
I had an actual
That
question
was good, Cliff.
before you threw in that dirty thing, and now I forgot. And I actually had a direction where we were gonna go.
Well, I have a suggestion, Eloy. You could keep making rush signs,
Oh,
and you could add a breakaway thing underneath it that said delivery. And you could sell rush delivery signs, and then they could just separate it when they get it at home, and then you wouldn't be on Rush's radar anymore.
that's actually freaking brilliant.
Yeah, rush shipping.
However, the shape,
Right. Yeah, they own the font and
yeah, they own the little.
What if you just make a C in front of it that's removable?
Crush.
You- Both that and the delivery one is freaking brilliant. However, I don't think I want to like poke the.
Geddy Lee shows up at your house and kicks your ass.
Dude, and I love
You go outside and Geddy Lee slash your tires. You see him running away, the ponytail.
And he's singing Big Money the whole time. You're such a pussy.
Oh, you can use that word?
I don't know.
Can you use the PUSSY?
You use the F word, that's for sure.
I know we can't use that one, but can we use the other one?
Board. I think so. The only thing I think we can't say is that is
Did he take fart?
yeah.
So, but the PUSSY word, that one we can say. Okay, good to know.
Yeah, go for it.
Well, you know how many times? See, but that was my point. You know how many times, even by doing it that way, which I think you can do. Can you do that on TV? Instead of saying the F word, you can just say the letters.
I don't think so.
No.
Maybe if you're playing Wheel of Fortune, you can.
Yeah.
I'd like to buy a vowel.
I'd like to solve the puzzle.
I'll keep your suggestions in mind. Can you believe that an hour went by already?
Yeah.
How many rush signs have you sold?
A handful. They eliminated all my listings of the rush sign, and all the pictures of the sold were removed. The only thing that remained was the one person that actually left me a comment on there, but they removed the icon of what the heck the item was. So it's just a comment with a little blank thumbnail.
Wow. They're rewriting history.
They rewrote history, yeah.
Burned your books.
But I don't argue this because I knew at the get-go. You know what I'm saying?
So why did you do it?
Oh, because, well, I sort of like the creating rock and roll signs, and I wanted to sell rock and roll signs because I kind of dig that. But I knew.
But you knew, but you still did it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm totally.
Like I shouldn't taste that. And you took a spoonful.
Oh,
I sure did.
You chomped it right into the apple.
You just slipped your straw in there and just started sucking.
Ooh, that's horrible, dude.
Wow.
Jesus.
Too far? Too far again?
No, because I'm thinking there's multiple places
I think we're all moving to Colorado.
Bring your straws.
I was
And your
thinking
snow
multiple
tires.
places, but boy,
Yeah,
Yeah.
studded tires. Not studded pants, Eloy. Studded tires.
You can wear your studded pants if you want to, too. That way, if you fall down, you don't slide down the hill. You stick.
Your studded cod piece keeps you from sliding over the cliff.
I
Just
did
like
look
Mad
at
Max.
Colorado once for to relocate. I looked at the freaking beautiful though. I just don't.
Well, yeah, you get a free goat.
Oh, I'm freaking there, dude. And you can milk goats, right?
Come on, Vigo. Come on, Vigo, Chew. Let's go.
Doesn't Colorado have an under the mountain facility? Isn't there like a strategic?
Yeah, we don't talk about that though.
An under the mountain facility.
Yes,
Yes.
it's with huge doors that are airlocked with
Big doors.
Welcome to my underground lair.
Is it Iron Mountain, the data storage facility?
I'm talking about a place where people. I can't believe you guys don't know about this. Give me a break.
That's where the hillbillies milk the one-uddered goats.
Dude, did you not ever? You've never looked at underground bases? You've
Can't
never
say it.
typed in underground secret bases?
Can't say that I have.
Like in Hoth?
Matt Hoss?
Like on Hoth?
Oh, like Hoth from Star Wars?
Yeah, like those kind of underground bases?
Yeah, something like that.
No.
We have them, supposedly.
Oh, well, I'm sure we do. I'm sure there's all kinds of stuff going on. The ones in Colorado?
There's one in Colorado, according to all the conspiracy.
Oh, yeah, it's Cheyenne Mountain. It's a legit establishment. I think just a couple years ago they reopened the tours after 9/11. They had shut it down. You couldn't do tours anymore.
And what is it though? Can you give us a little bit of detail?
It is an Air Force station, and supposedly I think this building inside the mountain can move a foot in any direction. That's like suspended in there. So if it happened to get hit with a big missile, big bomb,
And there's metal, like thick. It's enclosed so that
it's all upcycled pallet wood, and they went through and they got the really good ones and
Yeah.
made a build video.
All the straight grain.
Yeah,
They
you
just
got room for expansion. It was just
Type-
it's
Type
incredible,
R3.
incredible. Oh my god.
Well, see, think about it. They have places where the elect few can hide and survive. If
Yeah.
there's a all out, sort of
You're not
catastrophic,
okay with that?
we'd be screwed anyways. So it's like, what? Well, no, because at the same time, don't we pay for that shit? I don't know. Are you okay with that? Because
There are elected officials. I hope they do their job. Because if I get there before they do, they might not get in.
no, that's a given. Screw that. Let the populace burn.
Whoa.
Wow.
No,
Take that to the conference this weekend.
no, that's not what I'm thinking. I'm saying that's what they would be thinking. I should have preempted. I should have said something. It's like we're gonna survive, and they have like vending machines in there, and like nightclubs, and freaking everything that you could live as a society in there for I don't know how long.
I got a Cabela store.
Bass Pro Shop. Wow.
What's a Cabela?
It's like a Bass Pro Shop.
Outdoor
Oh,
hunting store.
Actually, I think Bass Pro Shop owns Cabela's now.
Yeah, I think you're right.
I have a Bass Pro Shop just a few miles away from here.
Always a fun time.
Oh, it's awesome.
They have stuffed goats there.
Yeah,
Ooh.
and
really?
guns, rifles.
Yeah. I like to go and try on the fancy raincoats.
They have this huge aquarium. I don't know if you guys in your Bass Pro Shop, but in the middle of our Bass Pro Shop, they have this huge glass aquarium.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Awesome, dude.
you get to keep anything you catch.
They let you swim for free too, Eloy.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna go.
There's videos of turds jumping in those pools.
Get out of town.
Do you want to call them a pool? Are they a pool? They're a big fish tank, right?
Big fish tanks.
Yeah, there's a bunch of teenagers and their stupid challenges when they're not eating Tide Pods. They're jumping in
condoms.
They're jumping in aquariums and retail stores. It's a real thing, man. Look it up later.
Oh, well, see, this is the beautiful thing about us. I didn't know about jumping into Bass Pro Shop, and I'm gonna go check it out.
There we go.
Idiot kids, do it.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah, because I mean, they're probably figuring how much trouble am I really gonna get in.
Yeah, kicked out.
What I suggest since you made a suggestion, I suggest something for you guys.
Oh God!
And tell me if you've seen it before. Check out Scientology harassment videos.
But
people harassing Scientologists or Scientologists harassing people?
Scientologists harassing other ex-Scientologists.
Oh yeah, of course that happens.
Oh, you've seen them?
I mean, not in person, but yeah. That chick from Kings of Queens left Scientology and was getting all kinds of shit.
Mm-hmm. They will follow your ass home. They will sit outside your drive, just shy of illegal.
Yeah, can you imagine being the guy to get the phone call like, "Hey Bob, it's your week. You need to go hang out at that guy's house." I'm like, "Gosh, really? I just did." No, man, I'm sorry. It's your car.
You're calling from God. What? Yeah, God said you got to pick it outside the Remney's house. Dude, I just read it right here.
Yeah, dude, you should see these videos, dude. This guy was living at his, I guess, beach house or close to the beach, and they were surrounded. They would knock, and the lady would stand there, and the other lady that lives at the house, she says, "What are you doing here? Get away, get out!" And she's just standing there like a freaking insane dude. Horrible stuff, man. Well worth the watch just to sort of give you perspective into that insanity.
They just want their money, man. Just pay your money, pay your cult dues, and shut up.
Yeah, it's all bullcrap, dude. You know.
I don't know. Tom Cruise seems pretty convinced.
They supposedly, Tom Cruise gets treated. People were complaining because he gets treated as if they believe in ascension into higher, like there's alien, like we're alien. I don't know what the hell they have. There's a whole thing about them, and they believe that they're here for an intergalactic freaking battle. It's really freaking wonky, dude, and they believe it. You know,
you don't believe in aliens?
Wrong, Robert. Dianetic. They have some powerful members though, so of course they're going to get preferential treatment.
But right, yeah, I get it. But it's all the same. It's all about the moolah.
Oh yeah, you got to pay into it. For sure.
So that's what I'm saying. You know, it's. I told you guys about the Russian guy in Russia, right?
Where else would he be? Go on.
Irish Russian man. You haven't heard about him before?
I told you about that Russian guy in the Ozarks, right?
Well,
go on. You have my interest piqued.
There's a guy in Russia.
He grows corn.
And he's Russian.
Mm-hmm.
And according to the documentary, when the Soviet Union fell, this guy, people were able to do their religion again. Because remember the whole communistic thing, and he was able to. So he bought land, and basically he's Jesus. They say that he's Jesus, and he dresses in robes, and he's got the long beard, and people are living in his commune that's in the middle of the wooded forest. And reporters went down there. Have you heard about this?
No,
dude. You have to see the mini documentary of it. You have to see the mini documentary of this.
Was it Vissarion?
Yeah, that's the guy's name.
Sergey?
Hey, watch it, buddy.
Sergey Toropa? It must be.
Yeah, that guy. Is it Sergey?
4,000 followers. Holy, and 10,000 worldwide. He's got like a whole Facebook group.
Damn, you did more exploration than I did. I just saw the documentary casually passing by one day. But yeah, and people live up there, dude. And people believe that he's, yeah.
Russian
Wow.
Jesus.
It's really weird.
So you don't think he's the real thing then?
Dude, look, I don't know.
Got 10,000 people. We're like, this is it. This is the guy. They can't be wrong.
Red Jesus.
I don't know, dude.
Red Jesus, RJ.
I don't think so. So look, I don't think so.
Wives, 6 kids from 2 marriages. He rejected his first wife and married a 19-year-old who had lived with him since she was
Rejected?
Rejected his first wife.
Wow, that's a pretty harsh language. Just to
Yeah.
be like, I have rejected you. What? I said good day.
Unfriend. Take it up with the big guy.
Honey, I got some bad news for you. Well,
You're-
I'm unsubscribing from you. What?
Sorry.
There's no room in my life feed for you, so I gotta unsub. I'm just not really. You're just killing my vibe.
You know that girl that we've been watching since she was like 7? Well, she's 19 now.
Rejected. Bloop.
Rejected.
So yeah, so there's a lot of weird stuff like that. And people are wanting to believe in things or a different way of life, with possibilities, searching for answers. Like, going to what?
So I'm in the middle of this Wikipedia article, and I found a list of people claimed to be Jesus. So we have the 18th century to modern day, and some of them are overlapping in years about them being Jesus. And I flashed, like, if there was a Jesus convention and everyone showed up thinking they were the big guy, how would that go?
That would be, dude. It's either they're crazy and they believe it earnestly because they're insane, or they're con men.
Well, but if there is a upper God, why would he need or it be need to be one person? Why not have 30 people be you?
You could do like Santa, one at every mall.
Yeah, right. That's pretty aggressive marketing. That's actually a good plan.
Yeah, mall Jesus
Franchisees.
franchise. You could just
And you could actually buy the real estate, the land that they build the church on, and then charge them that way.
yeah.
Ooh, like McDonald's does. Yeah, you lease the land,
Yeah.
and you have to buy all of your wine and holy crackers from us. I know they're not really holy crackers. I just don't know what the word is. Eucharist.
Even,
Eucharist.
are they they're just, they melt in your mouth. What is that?
Unleavened bread.
Yeah,
It's styrofoam.
it's yeah.
It's not, well, we could have Pinells. Was that what that
Pizzelles.
Pinatas.
Oh yeah, Doc already has the press.
I'm ready
Yeah.
to go. I'll bust out our communions.
I like that.
Eloy, I'm willing to let you into this venture for the low price of 10 grand.
Yeah.
You can be Jesus Escagedo, and you just need to pay me some rent,
Jesus.
and you need to buy the holy crackers from me.
And Eloy, that 10 grand, those zeros are absolutely free.
Yep.
No
Every single
problem.
one of them.
I'll pay you in spiritual blessings.
May me blessings rain down upon you, my son.
Yeah. Now let me ask you this: if somebody came to you and said, "Listen, this is the story with reality and existence as we know it," and they came to you like just earnestly and said, "The truth of the matter is that you and I and all of us, we are the same existence, learning of oneself, and we're all just branches of the same. You and I are the same. We're the same, but in a different, looking from a different vantage point. What would you instinctively say? Is that correct? Is that wrong? What's your gut
Could you repeat what they said?
if they come to you and they say instinctively? Your answer is going to be instinctive. So whatever your first,
I got it. Yeah.
if we are all the same consciousness, we're just different vantage points. We're all connected, and we're actually of the same universal mind, and we're experiencing life from our different vantage points, but we're all one.
Okay, kind of like a Chung theory.
What would your instinct say? What does your gut say?
Well, is this a Friday or a Monday?
It's a third. Well, we don't want to use the day because when it goes live, we want it to be sporadically.
No, like the question being asked would this be like a Monday morning or does this be like Friday at lunch?
Like right now, me mentioning this to you guys.
Right now, you have my interest.
Yeah, I have no problem believing that people are connected like ants. Everything's vibrating. Like
Bales is back in the dungeon cracking.
yeah, well, whatever. You knew he was gonna laugh, but like seriously, like everything in the world, that's just how everything moves. Everything vibrates. So it's just are some things in harmony? Maybe, I don't know. Like I said, ants communicate in funny ways like that. This city is nothing but a hive.
I think there's something to it, at least on some level or another. That's my personal thought on it. I don't know because I don't know, but I do feel connection to people, and there is an energy, there is a transferal of, at least it could be just one's own insanity and imagination, but there's an unseen that communicated unseen between people, and it's probably that ant hive sort of thing that you're talking about, but there's something other than just the flat out tangible stuff. There's something other below the surface that I can't quite, say for a fact, but there's something there. So that's why I asked. Rory says that his interest is piqued. You said that you believe that. Bales, what's your thought? Your instinctual thought.
I don't buy it.
No, you don't think that's the other 90% of your brain that you're not using?
No.
That we couldn't be like about they're just talking to each other in our heads?
I hope not.
Bales, you don't buy it because you're trying to be macho man tough guy, or you don't buy it because earnestly are you Mr. Scientific, where everything is scientific, and if it's not provable scientific, you're not even going to entertain it, blah blah blah? Or is it that you just don't buy it because you're being Macho Man Randy Savage right
I just don't buy it.
We're
Not connected.
You're being so
You guys are connected.
Only for 3 minutes at a time.
That's horrible.
Scratch.